Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good evening to my fellow friends. Before we start our discussion for today, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Muhammad Shashafik Azman. I am student 1.
My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Abadi. I'm student 2.
My name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Sarani. I am student 3.
My name is Muhammad Zid bin Muhammad Garudin. I am student 4.
So, our topic for today is we're going to discuss about how do we agree that digital education has taken over traditional education. From my point of view, our discussion system is changing from time to time and becoming more and more interesting since digital education has been introduced. The first thing I want to point out is digital education has been the life changing for students and already makes students' life easier. Since digital learning is far more interactive and more memorable than our textbooks, they also provide better context and greater sense of perspective and more engaging activities than traditional education methods. This allows students to better connect with learning materials and technology. It enables students to develop self-directed skills and able to identify what they need to learn, find and use online resources, apply the information on the problem at hand, while it also increases the efficiency and productivity. Do you guys have any questions?
Sorry, but could you clarify that last one before we continue our discussion?
Yes, sure. As I was saying, it can increase their efficiency and productivity because students can learn at their own pace without need to compete with the rest of the class, but rather digital education allows us to learn at our own pace. We also can save a lot of tutorial online and we can wait as many time as we want to make our studies clear and understandable.
I totally agree with your point. As you were saying, digital education can make students' life easier. Moreover, digital education also can lessen students' burden and has always been an option, especially for those that need to combine studies with work, like far from school, or for many other reasons. In the past, distance education had its problems, such as a lack of contact with the professor, bad material, and even absence of a clear guide to follow the materials or hinder student success until the internet arrived and solved all of these problems.
Sorry to interrupt you, but can I ask something just to understand your point even more? I would like to ask you, what is the difference between traditional model of learning and nowadays model of learning?
Thank you for asking that. Well, the difference between traditional and modern model of learning is in the traditional methods. Students had to rely on the limited availability of books in the library, which covered their ability to learn better and learn more. But in the modern methods, thanks to the internet, and availability of relevant information is no longer an excuse to not learn.
Thank you for the clarification. I understand what you mean and I agree with the advantage of education. Other than that, students also can be more advanced. Students can obtain more information through Google or any browser that we offer for public use at any time because all information can be released at your fingertips and as long as they have internet connection. In addition, students will be more proficient in using digital tools up to comparable to developed countries. With the advanced technology in our education system, it can increase the creativity and imagination of students through various types of applications such as YouTube, Google, and this list goes on.
Can I just say something here? I agree with your point. Because with all of this technology in hand, students will be able to meet the need of the job market. In this era of globalization and modernity, will help toward a brighter future for students.
I believe so too. But do you have any other opinion about digital education?
Yes, I do have. Besides to be more advanced, digital education also help students to get their tasks done a lot faster than the traditional method of studying. Since digital education use a lot of technology for learning, students can easily submit their work via internet or e-learning as well as email to lecturers. Students can get their job done faster without seeking for lecturers, guardians face to face.
Before we end our discussion for today, do you have any last thing to point out?
Well, I have another one which is the most beneficial about digital education is when taking a course online. The student has a much more flexible schedule and can avoid taking unnecessary course and at an inconvenient time hours. Not taking the course at all because of time wasted. Save time can then be used to work full-time, take more classes, or for extracurricular activities such as volunteering and internship. The hours used in a classroom setting is often dramatically reduced in an online classroom because a student may allot a certain pace, may go at a certain pace of learning and undertake activities, which could not be taken in a classroom setting.
So that means we all agree that digital education has taken over the traditional education in a good way and much more interesting in this time we are living in. So, but before we conclude our discussion for today, do you have something to add up?
Yes, I would like to add something. The digital learning tool and technologies fill the gap where traditional classroom teachings fall behind. In fact, some of the decisions such tools bring are simply unmatchable by traditional learning techniques.
Okay, that's all from us for today.